What's up guys, it's me Charlie and I'm here to give some thoughts on Ajax Day 1. Alright, and I believe as quite predictable, as everyone predicted, it's very predictable. Alright, is that it's very frustrating to play Ajax right now because of all the Luke Cage. Alright, so we have to wait for the dust to settle a little bit for people to go, okay, I'm not going to play Luke Cage yet. Just to counter Ajax, and then we'll see what happens, right? And the thing is, I believe a lot of streamers have already pointed this out. Ajax is very awkward at 5 costs. It's tough because you don't know who to play with Ajax and who not to, because at 5 costs it's really taking up a big chunk of your energy, right? And you can only play Ajax on turn 5 and turn 6, right? And it makes it very difficult. Alright, at 4 costs it's so fluent. At 4 costs I think it's crazy because potentially you can play a very huge surprise turn 6. You can throw Ajax and Hazmat and nobody will be, you know, nobody can actually account for that sudden spurt in strength because Hazmat hits everything on the board and Ajax gets really huge, right? Or you could throw a very nice US agent, right, that can hit multiple cards, alright, and that grows Ajax as well. But now Ajax at 5 costs you can't, right? And if you're gonna keep, there's two scenarios. One, you throw Ajax on turn 5 and people know, okay, I'm an Ajax, can I counter it? Can I outpower it, right? And on turn or you play on turn 6 and you throw Ajax at a 1 cost, but what can that 1 cost be? What can that 1 cost be? There's no real 1 cost that, you know, synergize with Ajax or that is very strong. Well, at most you can think about maybe playing Titania, right? But it's introducing additional things that into the equation, and Titania doesn't synergize with the deck as a whole, so if you were to draw it early, it's kind of a dead hand as well, right? So in terms of playing Ajax on turn 6, you are very lacking in power, right? So I think there's a lot of growing pains with Ajax right now due to Luke Cage, and Ajax as a card right now is a little bit awkward, right? But like what I mentioned in the previous video, I believe it has a lot of potential, and it is just one or two cards away from being good, right? And that one or two card has to be a 1 cost card that can complement this affliction strategy, right? As for the deck that I'm experimenting and finding the most success is ironically a deck that runs Mary, Typhoid Mary. Okay, so as you can see, we have a few packages. One is, of course, we are putting affliction cards, alright, and we start off with Wasp. The reason why we start off with Wasp is that I mentioned, you know, with Ajax, the energy curve is a bit wonky, it's a bit awkward. So yeah, we want to go a little bit on the low energy curve for some of the cards unless they're absolutely crucial. So we start off with Wasp. Alright, and like what I mentioned, Hazmat I think is a very strong card for Ajax because it hits everything. Alright, so you can grow Ajax very quickly. Hazmat. Okay, and I'm going to skip ahead and mention Debrii because Hazmat and Debrii is one combo that we look at together. Okay, and then we have Scorpion. Scorpion, you hit as many cards as you pray that you hit as many cards as possible and they play them up, alright, to increase your Ajax. US agent, like it can hit 1 card, 2 cards, so it can grow Ajax. Okay, and as a standalone card, US agent is also strong. Okay, the only problem is that it can't be played on the last turn with Ajax to, you know, do a surprise shenanigans. Cyclops for the affliction, high evo for, well, the package of Cyclops and Thing. Alright, so Cyclops and Thing are your afflictions. Cyclops can get you 2, Thing can get you 3, so they are very good cards to run in Ajax deck. Alright, and high evo have been proven to work, so we'll keep this package. Right, and Typhoid Mary, alright. Typhoid Mary is a little bit of some people say it's a little bit of cope, some people say it's funny, it mathematically doesn't make sense. Alright, here's how Mary makes sense. Right, so when we play Mary, we are going to play Ajax. Otherwise, it doesn't make any sense to afflict ourselves with so much damage. Alright, so when Mary is thrown on the board, Ajax typically grows very big. Alright, because you're hitting a lot of cards. Alright, you're hitting cards on their side with Hazmat, Scorpion, US Agent, Wasp, Cyclops thing, and then you're hitting your own cards again, alright, with Mary. Right? So Ajax is going to be big. Ajax will solo a lane. Ajax will solo a lane by himself. Alright, and Mary will be played into the other lane that you want to win. Alright, but of course this has to be chosen very, very carefully. You're not going to play Typhoid Mary into a lane with rocks, alright, because the rocks will be your rock will be -1, their rocks will be 0. Alright, assuming that there's no Hazmat. If there's Hazmat in play, their rocks will be -1, your rocks will be -2. Right? So you're gonna play Mary into the Debrii lane, alright, whereby you have 2 power. Alright? Not much, but hopefully that will be more than what your opponent has on the other side. So you're gonna play Mary into your strong lanes, like for example Thing, for example Cyclops that can still trigger. Alright, so this is where you're gonna play your Mary. Alright. Additionally, you could choose to supplement your Mary lane with a free Abomination. Yes, of course, your free Abomination is now 8 power, not a 9 power anymore. But hopefully that will be enough, right? Because with Mary you already have 10 power. So typically to win a lane, you want to land around 20 something to be safe. Alright, so maybe you have your Debrii down, that's 2. You have your A bomb, alright, that's 8. Then you add Mary, 20. Alright, hopefully it brings you there enough. Mary is not your primary win condition. So yes, you've noticed that I mentioned hopefully. Alright, you can say that it's cold, right? But that's why I say it is not your primary win condition. It is what happens if there is no other choice left over. Alright, and there is really no other choice left over. Alright, I tried experimenting with putting Hawk instead, but the energy curve is just wonky, and I don't think there's anything that you can play at 4 costs to really, make things smooth and yet provide a huge punch, right? And also has synergy with Ajax. Our choices are actually very, very limited. So this is the deck that I'm currently running in terms of pure Ajax playstyle. Alright, and I think that it has been excruciating, right? Because at the very least, every 3 matches that I run into, there will be 1 Luke Cage. So yeah, it's a very cagey experience so far. Alright, but I believe things will get better for Ajax as we move along. So yeah, if you pick up Ajax, go along with it with a very positive mindset. Go along with it as a kind of, I just want to kind of have fun and play Affliction, see what happens, alright, and see how big Ajax can grow to, stuff like that. Right, don't get too competitive, because right now Ajax isn't competitive at all. Right, these are my day 1 thoughts on Ajax. I hope it brings a new dimension to your thoughts about Ajax. Signing off, Charlie.